Marty was starving, but he's already been in the house to eat this morning. I'm coming, bud. I'm coming. Oh, and conveniently, Mr. Tux is already up top. Hi. Here you go. There you go, bud. Good morning. Good morning. So we had one heck of a storm come through the area last night. Tempest originally said we had an inch of rain, and that's what I had reported on Facebook. This says 8/10, almost 9/10. So here, I can't see. So it's really close to what Tempest said, but then Tempest revised it down. I don't understand how the amount of rain we get can change. It revised it down a bit. And yeah, this is 9/10, almost an inch. Tempest now says 0.52. I don't understand how I can look and it can revise it and then it can be less again. But we had one heck of a rain in like 30 minutes. And apparently over by Michelle's house in Willow Spring, Highway 50 down to 40 at 210, where 210 hits I-40, they had microbursts of wind, and they had trees down over the interstate, and it was just like, holy wow. Hi, buddy. Let me go get the other bowl. There's my good boy. Well, the excellent news this morning is I don't have to do anything but refill the cat water bowls. I do not have to water anything. Yay! And it feels nice out here this morning. Thursday morning, they're saying we're going to have a 59-degree morning. That will feel like a slice of heaven came to visit. I took a break to mess with the 3D printer. I need to film a little video, all good, about what's going on with that. So I'm back on my routine now. And Don offered me stilt grass today if I wanted to. I'm not sure I want to. I'm trying to decide. He left it up to me. You can see the start of fall leaf season. I mean, now that it's August, the tulip poplar is putting down some early leaves is normal and expected. When they started to do it in July, when we had that that dry spell, that wasn't so good. I think Don's ready to take the rope down off the roof. He left it up a few days just in case, even though he put the ladder away. So I'm sure he'll get around to that in the next few days. Where is the... Sometimes it's hard to get the camera pointed where you want it. Hi, Gray. How are you? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. All the water's been refreshed for the kitties, and Don asked me to trim this up so his legs wouldn't be brushing against the ferns and my perennial border when he's running errands for me to and from the garage. So I got it done. I only got 2 or 3 bug bites. Well, we may live to regret it, but we're headed over to the golf course to walk. It's going on 1 o'clock. It's 12:47 p.m.
I'm not correcting anybody. I'm more worried about the 88 degrees. I don't care what time it is.
Yeah, seriously. I'm ready for fall, where we can walk longer and walk where we want to and don't have to think about the sun.
Yeah, I talked to a friend on the phone this morning, and him and his son are in Wisconsin playing golf. And he was wearing a sweatshirt. It was 56 degrees.
Don was like, I want to be there. I want to be there. Well, you could have offered to drive him up there in the Tesla. Cost next to nothing. Let you take Ruby.
Yeah, well, I don't golf. I told him I'd drive the golf cart.
And then he said that this course doesn't have golf carts. Right, you have to walk.
The first course, you have to walk. That's right.
Yeah. But, of course, at 56 degrees, who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah.
Big whoop. Big whoop.
90 degrees, I want to be sitting in my electric golf cart.
Yeah.
Tooling around. We're sitting here at Lake Wheeler and Hilltop Needmore Road. 401 and going past the turnpike construction is parallel to us on our right on the east side. And we just had a Cybertruck pass by in front the way we just turned. No wrap this time, so definitely a different Cybertruck, yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, I would say this one had no wrap on it whatsoever.
Yeah, it just looked like the Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's plenty toasty out here. Probably more sun than we want on this trail. There's the new community center building across the street there.
Wow, it's huge.
It's huge. I don't know how I feel about it from a, will it make South Park less important? Will it be too far away from the center of town for the people that pay all the taxes to the town to get good use out of it? Will they be able to manage the programs between one community center and the other? Will all the citizens of the town be served as well as others? I don't know. I just, you know, I don't have big concerns about it, but these are the things I ponder about it. There's supposed to be an indoor walking track. So on those days when it's really pouring down rain or bad weather or 15 degrees out, Don and I can consider trying, you know, I'm sure we will come and walk the indoor track a few times, see what we think of it. I don't know how far around the loop is, but it's over top of the basketball court area. And there's a senior program center thing in there. I know we're doing some senior activities at our center. You know, the South Park Community Center building is really stinking small. There's a double basketball court in there. Right, Donnie? It's the size of 2 basketball courts. And there's a very small fitness room. And there's a little room where the camp kids meet in the morning, but I mean, it's really small in there. That was a repurposed building, as Don has said before, from the phone company or the electric company?
CP&L.
Yeah, back in the old days of CP&L.
They added the gym. The office building part, the low part is the original building, was always there.
Right.
Well, they actually added, I say that was always there, they added on a thing to that, but then they added the gym. And it's a 2 full-size basketball court gym. That's how big the gym is. So they usually go half court. So they have four simultaneous basketball things going on there.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think both Sam and Johnny, for sure Johnny, played basketball. And we were in that gym for games a few times, but they more played over at the Lincoln Heights Elementary School gym and the Stansel gym downtown next to the middle school. And I don't remember if I was making Tesla Ruby videos then or not. I just don't remember. But we've been in those gyms, utilized them as a family. But there's also a new elementary school going in there. And if you're thinking, well, you just told me, Marianne, that over by you, about 6 miles away, 10 miles away at max, depending straight line or road trip, that the town is building an elementary school, you'd be correct. And this is another elementary school. And our schools are still crowded. I think this building you can see in here, back past the, through the pine trees, totally different color brick. I think that's the elementary school. And you know, we have the elementary school on the way to the landfill that's on the way to the new high school, because our town basically has 2 high schools. One's technically called Willow Spring, but is in the farthest most corner over there of Fuquay city limits, where Fuquay ends and Willow Spring starts. So a lot of Fuquay kids go to Willow Spring High School. So it's always something here. Be thankful for being prosperous, and yeah. It's beautiful out here, the view. A little too much sun, but the view is beautiful. All fun and games until we have to go up the hill on the other side.
It's easy right now.
Yeah, we're fixing to go downhill and flat land across the back. And this one ends with an oh my God hill. Like the worst hill of any trail we walk anywhere near here. So Yeah, we'll be huffing. Well, I'll be huffing.
Well,
Mr. Fit back there.
yeah, well, we have a breeze today, and the humidity is not oppressive. It's not low,
Right.
but it's not oppressive.
I agree. The humidity is not as bad as it could be today for August. Yeah, we've got a breeze, and wow, that feels better with the cloud over the sun for a minute. I'll take it. I was going to say that yesterday, you know, we thought we'd stumbled on something sort of new and different in Tesla Phi, but after studying the video and studying the Tesla Phi records this morning, creating yesterday's video, 2622, it turned out not so much. I think I summed it up okay on the slides, but basically if you want to entry where you're stopped at, you need to be in park. And the entry where we were sitting there for 15 minutes and then Ruby put us in park, and then a minute later we pulled out. We got the parked 1 minute entry, but the other 15 minutes got put into the drive record. I said before or after, but I assume it was the one before. That makes more sense. And I also do totally get why you're stopped at traffic lights all the time. And the car really doesn't have a way to differentiate that well that you're at a traffic light or you're in a parking space but not, or pulled over somewhere but not, you know, really driving or parked. So, I mean, I get it. You know, we could talk about the camera being able to tell there's no stoplight in front of you or other things, but really it would be hit or miss. So I get it, why it works the way it works. Some nice lantana, a nice butterfly bush. I don't see lots of butterflies right that second though, but it's pretty. All right, now we're fixing to go down the hill. The hill we have to walk up on the other side. Huh. We've never walked it in reverse.
Yeah, we should probably try that someday.
Yeah, although I have a feeling that this side, the hill goes on for a longer distance. That's just my general feeling. Holy moly, look at all of those fire ant mounds. I mean, that is just, wow.
Well, there's something going on here. Look, I grew up with fire ants. I have seen mounds. I've seen in fields a mound here, a mound there. I mean, real mounds. Bigger than these mounds. But to the best of my knowledge, in all my life in the South, I have never seen this kind of concentration of fire ant mounds. Because look over there, there's none over there.
Right.
There's something unique about this spot right here that has caused them to go here.
Well, I don't know if it's fire ant mounds or not. That was my assumption. There's these really stinking huge bees floating around. No, God, Donnie.
Oh, it's not fire ant, so we need to cut that. That's not fire ant.
Okay, well, there's something going on here because there's all these really large bee things.
Look right here. Come over here and look. Look at this.
There's a hole, so these bee things are living in the ground here.
This is not fire ant. See, you got dried stuff that
Yeah.
just come up and versus the stuff that got rained on. So this, I believe this lighter color soil was deposited this morning, today. Because the stuff that's brown is stuff that was
Older.
rained on last night.
Right, well, look, when you look up this way, see all of those large bee-like creatures? I've seen some close to where we're standing.
Yeah.
Like one just landed is here. These are huge. These are like, I don't know what they are. They're not hornets.
I said, I've never seen them before.
They're not hornets, so I guess we'll have to go home and research that.
I've seen a lot. Trust me, I've been bit enough by fire ants. I know.
Well, typically when you see a mound like that, you see one or two and it's fire ants. When you come down the hill and you make this curve, I just always find this spot very pretty. There's water, there's the weeping willow, there's several deer this time across the water over there at the edge of the trees, cattails, the bridge, the bench, the beautiful sky. You know, we're out here in the sun, so I'm trying to get the most positive out of this walk that I possibly can. What'd you say, Donnie?
Butterflies, and just like 3 of them flew.
Yeah, and there's a ton of dragonflies and damselflies too. I did not bring the big camera in the car today, let alone on the walk, so I'm sort of not able to capture that beauty in any detail though. So apparently we have something called a mining bee. I'd never heard of them before. I can't see my phone very good while I was walking, so I'll research more in the car. But whatever they were super large, even bigger than the carpenter bees that pester the wood by Tux's platform sometimes. There are a couple of other crazy souls out here with us. But not too many here in the middle of the day walking out in the sun.
Nothing like walking in the heat of the day.
Yeah, I hear you.
Maximum vitamin D production.
Right, well we didn't get back up to South Park for our after dinner walk last night because it rained so hard. And then by the time we were done eating, it was, you know, with the clouds, it was really dark out. Not supposed to be up there after dark. I guess sunset now is 8 p.m. according to the local weather guy. But I told Dawn there's no sense walking around South Park this morning because after dinner tonight I'm liable to say, hey, let's go walk the track a few times. So, you know, I just needed something different. And, you know, this is the time of year now where we have a little bit more freedom. Yeah, Dawn's not on a contract, and there are no immediate plans for a contract, but I wouldn't rule out a contract. So I'm going to enjoy these days while we can have the flexibility to go and do without having to worry about you being back to work quick.
That's right.
Well, we don't see a lot of cardinal flower, but that is cardinal flower. There's a patch there, the red, and then over here, and there is a patch at Yates Mill. I'm going to call it a rare North Carolina wildflower, because if it was really common, we'd be seeing it all over the place. But I would love, because it's red, I really like it. Let's just leave it there. I believe it's a hummingbird attractor for obvious reasons. All right, we're on that hill. I'm determined to not stop going up it. Part of the problem would be, oh, and there's where it came from.
Yeah.
But, okay, there I stopped. I'm sorry. That was just so I could turn and not fall over. I don't see Dawn running up it today. This one lady, she ran past us and she said that she did not take into consideration how hot it was when she decided to run up this hill today, or run at this park today. Phew! My heart rate is at 160. I am not stopping. I refuse. Not stopping. There wasn't anything barricading or telling us not to come down this little road, so we did. There's the school. I guess that's probably drop-off pickup area there. And then here's as Dawn turns, you'll see the community center building. I guess I have to wonder, you know how many people come and go from the community center, how that works out with security so close to the elementary school. I mean, I know they'll have the doors locked and stuff, but, and we're not talking about high school kids here, we're talking about, you know, kindergartners through 5th grade here.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of people coming and going at the community center for voting and other things and classes and such. I'm sure it'll work out.
Yeah.
Well, it's going on 2:30 and we're pulling in the driveway, and Don's obviously ready for his nap.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. We took a different way home. We went down Johnson Pond Road. That's where the first circle in Fuquay is going to go, at Johnson Pond and Whitted Road, and they had not started it yet. And other than that, we just drove back to the house just in case. Oh, the mail has come. She's been coming earlier, later. I made a lot more progress. Been going for a long time. Don't know exactly how long. Put the little birdie up here. Added the flowers to the leaves. There's a lot more across the top up in this section. And on the back side, I've got all the walls complete. The windows added. And I put in the porch rail. Had lots of options for that, and I just kind of liked this sort of scallopy sort of shape, maybe. And the walls on both sides are done. I intentionally did not add any windows on the side because when the grandfather clocks go in up against them, that would just be weird. These columns were my own design. If this doesn't need to be this low, I'll top it with either a flat piece or an angled piece. But yeah, it's coming along nicely. Almost all of the overhead lighting here at South Park is really loud. This box right here is loud. The ones on the other side of the track, they're also loud. Don's fasting today, but I had a steak and now we're walking. And what, Donnie?
Picking up trash?
It's, you know, sometimes it's just crazy. Yes, you're picking up trash, but it's cool out here.
Oh yeah, it's not bad at all.
It's
kind of nice.
It's almost refreshing.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would.
Just leave it at nice.
Okay. Well, Tuesdays and Thursdays and I think Fridays are game days, and obviously these kids are practicing. I think Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday are practice days. Oh. But yeah, I've wanted to walk. I finished up my Lego, I had me a steak, and I was like, yeah, I want to walk. I saved my Zevia root beer until we're back at the house.
That's right. Yum.
Well, I did hear from Johnny after his marathon first day of classes. He had 2 classes today, but several other things he had to slot in. And I asked him if he was tired and if he already had homework, and he said yes and yes. But I didn't get the scoop on how big are the classes, and did you like the teacher, and how did you feel about the Calc 3 class in particular, which was the first one. So maybe I'll get some more details later, but so far so good, you know, because I'd be the first to know if there was something not good. It's pretty over there. That's north. The sunset is actually behind me, but you know, sometimes as the light goes down, it bounces off the clouds on the other side, and that's what it's doing here. It's very pretty. We have light rain in a few places. As possible, we had a trace at the house, but I don't think so. Wow, it's just really pretty. I'm liking this walking in the evening. It's going to become harder and harder to do unless we eat earlier. Because by the time I get dinner cooked and we get out the door, it was already 7:30 today. It's because I worked on my Legos for so long. Don was snoozing and enjoying a podcast and a couple of YouTube videos, and I was doing Legos. We were both doing what we wanted to be doing. I don't know. Don and I looked over here and we don't remember seeing this sign, and there's one on the other side too. I don't know, is it just a difference in the morning light? The sign doesn't look new. I hope I'm wrong. I should go back and look at some older video. Yeah, they're beautiful. The clouds, Don said. Well, I sure hope they don't start enforcing that over here, because so a lot of people come over here and play in the evenings, especially in the summer when it's too hot to play during the day. And other than the fact that they need to police the area a little bit more for trash before they leave for the night, they ain't doing nothing wrong. They need something to do in this town. Let them play basketball. Even if they have to leave a few Gatorade bottles. By the time I get to Jules, I'll have 10,000 steps today, and we'll have walked a mile here at the park tonight. That's going on 40 minutes, something like that. The lights came on the basketball court, so I just want to believe that for some reason the signs look new to us and aren't really new. And the town doesn't care if people play basketball in the dark.
I don't know any better, but I think this cat wants something. What do you think, Sweet Pea?
I don't know. He never does this. I mean, he's very affectionate. It's the in my lap part that is unusual. It's
Yeah.
not the upside down making bread, kneading with his little pads over there, but it's the in the lap thing. He just came up all on his own. It's just, I'm enjoying him.
Way cool. I'm glad to see you getting something out of your kitty cat.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
earning his keep.
he's earning his keep. There you go.